shot easy. Mossberg shotgun, pistol grip action. Feed a motherfucker more pellets than Pac-Man. Undercover trying to listen in like rap fans. Two-step till you get your proof, yep, tapped in. We don't incriminate, just eliminate. Relocate bodies where it's hard to assimilate. Water be coffins so you can get all the help you want as soon as you learn to speak dolphin.
Shout out to everybody jumping in my DM. They're like, Nick, man, congratulations. I see you on your honeymoon. Man, my wedding was in September. But I just want to tell you, for you guys to feel like I'm on my honeymoon. Nah, that's just me and my lady going out. Just enjoying life. Let me just explain something to the couples, man. And this is something that I learned, you know. This is coming from your boy, Nick Carthan, okay? Every month, you should have a honeymoon. Every month, you should have a honeymoon. Every month, have a honeymoon. Because it only makes the sex better. It makes the juices wetter. It's just something about going away with your partner and treating it like a honeymoon. We went to, after Puerto Rico, we just came back from South Beach, y'all. We just came back from South Beach, man. And I feel like fresh birthday cake. Y'all like, what's fresh birthday cake? I don't know. It just feel like that first slice you take out from the bakery. That's just how I'm looking at my lady on South Beach. I'm like, God damn. About to treat you like the first time I put it in. Treat your partner like a honeymoon at all times. What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Curious Red Flags podcast. We on episode 14. I'm letting y'all know right now, episode 20, I'm gonna definitely do something special. Episode 14, I'm just happy to still be recorded, man. I'm just happy. I'm wearing the Curious Red Flag hoodie. I know I wore it last episode, and I'm gonna wear it a few more episodes. And you know why? Because we got the Curious Red Flag podcast hoodies. Go to my Instagram, click the link in the bio, hit the merchandise button. We got the Curious Red Flag hoodies, all different type of hoodies, t-shirts. Go ahead, go support, man. Look, this is a podcast that I'm doing. Support the merch. If you're feeling the podcast, support the merch. Also, I appreciate everybody that watched the last episode and listened to what I asked. It means a lot. I want you guys, when you comment, even on this episode, leave your comment and put red flags all in the episode, man. Curious Red Flags podcast. We are here right now. I got my red flag. I'm ready to go. And I'm going to just tell you what I want to talk about today. I'm just going to get right in, because I know I started off telling y'all about, my lady and, going to South Beach with her and having a damn time. Look at her body. I'm like, God damn, like, look at that ass. Like, that's just how I felt about my lady. And I enjoy going away with her. I'm not trying to rub it in. I just feel good. I feel good. Should make me feel good. You know what I'm saying? But what we're about to go to right now is, I had somebody, I like the fact that you guys hit me in my DM at Nick Carthan. It's no longer at Nick_Carthan. Somebody spoke to me and was like, yo, your name doesn't have an underscore under it. So I said, okay, I put Nick Carthan. So it's Nick Carthan now on Instagram. In my DM, somebody asked me, they said, Nick, when's a good time for someone to move in? And I want to just jump into that real quick, man. Ladies, fellas, when is it a good time for your partner to move in? So I'm going to be real, all right? Because this is usually what happens. This is usually how some people move in. Red flag. I'm going to start off with the red flags. Most of the time, when people are trying to move in, what they do is they leave something, right? They leave something, and then they try to designate a space in the house, And you have to watch these motions. So, like, for example, let's just say they come over and they're like, all right, look, I'm gonna leave this here. I'm gonna leave this in the corner. Is that cool? Right? And you say, yeah. It starts off like that. Whatever spot they left their first article or something, they're gonna build a snowman of shit in that corner. Almost like for example, if y'all finish fucking, right? And then they start to build their self like a little fortress in the dresser. Like they're like, all right, look, yo, you mind if I had this piece of the dresser? Yo, once you do that, you're only leading for someone. Red flag. Let me tell you something. If someone's coming over to fuck, right? When they leave, make sure they take all their shit and give them a bag. Hey, what's the bag for? Put all your shit in there and leave. Take all the shit you came with and you gonna leave with it. Oh, can I leave these? Nah. Can I leave this napkin? Nah. Throw it. Matter of fact, don't even flush your condom down the toilet. Take that with you too. Leave. Don't leave nothing. Because when they leave something, that starts off the moving in process. Red flag. I'm just giving it to you right now. Ladies, I'm trying to help you out. If a dude be like, yo, can I leave this tank top? You probably like, oh, it's just a tank top. And they put it in your hamper. When they put it in the hamper, right? Once they put their tank top in your hamper, right? You might as well put their name on the fucking lease. Because that's how it starts. Y'all don't see it. Y'all don't see it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't see it. I've had chicks come over and I was living alone. I'm gonna tell you how ladies move in. And fellas, red flag, this is how you gotta stop that shit. A chick will come to your house, right? Give you some pussy, and they'll look at the wall, right? And they'll be like, wow, I could, this wall could use a little stop. It can't use shit. Bye. I'm just telling you right now. Y'all probably like, Nick, you're being me. I'm trying to help people. When people are trying to move it, I'm giving you the signs. Ladies, I gave you what the fellas do. Ladies, now fellas, I'm giving you what the ladies do. When they start when they start saying shit like, yo, you know what would look nice here? You know what you tell them? The shit that's already there. I had an apartment. I only had a futon. This room was huge. I had a futon in there. I had different chicks tell me what vase or nah, I'm good. You don't want to brighten it up. Nah, I'm good. What? Oh, this room looks dead. I got you, didn't I? Look, leave my shit. I'm not ready for that. I'm not ready for no one to move in. Red flag. Don't try to come in and play Bob Ross and paint what you feel belong in my shit. Nah, I'm not ready for that. Nah. Ladies, hey, baby, can I leave my tank top of your laundry? Nah. Matter of fact, here you go. Here's the garbage bag. What's that? Here's your laundry basket. This is the one you could get up and leave the fuck out. That's if I'm just giving the warnings of people trying to move in. Now the question was, when is it ready? So I can only, for me as a man, one of the dopest things about living alone and dating or being in a relationship with someone is, and I'm just talking about in the early parts of the relationship, it's always cool to be able to, after you spend some time at your lady house, to get up and be like, yo, I'm gonna go. Cause I used to do this a lot of times, but a lot of relationships I was in, I used to always be like, I'm gonna go home this weekend. Because what fellas do is we go home, we just like to go home and catch our thoughts. Or I'm not gonna lie to you, we might just start, scrolling through other chicks. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, let me figure this out. We can't figure out what we truly want if we stay at your crib for 7 days. So we go home. And really, we just probably just lay down and just, sometimes some people aren't ready to share that space all the time. You know what I'm saying? Red flag. Like, if you are spending some time at your lady crib and you want to go home, don't let, like, because what usually happens is they be like, oh, why you want to go home? Why you don't want to stay here with me? Am I boring you? No, red flag. Because what happens is dudes be like, no, I'm not boring. Nah, baby, I'll stay. No, I'm paying rent at the other motherfucker. I need to go home. That's all you gotta say. I need to go home. That's where I live. Okay? Katrina, that's where I live. I need to go home. Let me go home. Let me go home. That's it. That's all I ask. You know? And a lady, I should respect it. Same thing, ladies. You spent some time at your dude crib. Yo, babe, you don't gotta go home. Nah, I do. I gotta go home. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. I wanna go home. I wanna rearrange my panty drawer. Just go home. Sometimes being in a relationship, spending time at your partner crib, and going home is the best therapy. Because it gives you time to really replay everything. You know, a lot of times when you spend time at your partner's crib and you just stay there, you stay there for weeks and you ain't go home yet. Like, what the fuck are we doing? Especially if you know what I'm saying? Like, you need time to, like, just sit back and figure out your life. You know what I'm saying? Now, I know a lot of people watching the podcast like, well, you know, I've been there. I stayed at a chick's crib so long. I forgot what the hell I had going on in my house. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a creative dude. I need to be home sometime to be in that creative space. Now, you know, moving in a lot of times, it's when you move in with someone, it's things that you're comfortable dealing with. I don't believe moving in too quick. A lot of people, you know, first of all, before I even get to the benefits and negatives, a lot of times, ladies, fellas, you gotta look at, why does this person want to move in? Why do they want to move in? And I'm talking about quickly. I'm not talking about like, all right, y'all been together. Even if y'all been together for 2 years, why does this person want to move in? You have to figure it out. Because sometimes you might have people trying to move in with you because of financial reasons. You might have people trying to move in with you because of the fact that, you know, they want to be taken care of. And they you know what I'm saying? Find out if a motherfucker is clean first, too, before you just move in. Or you have someone move in with you. You know what I'm saying? I think it's more pressure on the person letting someone move in than the person is just deciding to move in with someone. Here's why I say that. Because when you're planning to move in with someone, you are on the offense. You're moving. But if you're someone moving in, you're more on the defense, because now it's like you have to change. You're letting someone come into your place, and no matter how you are fixated on how your place runs, this person coming in, you have to believe they're going to change. A lot of shit's going to change. It don't matter what rules they have. This is not a roommate. This is a partner moving in with you. You know what I'm saying? This ain't your boy where you could be like, yo, this is someone that you're moving. Because when you make this type of move and this person is in, it's hard to get the motherfucker out. You best believe. Like, this is a true process. Like, you let someone, yo, let me explain something to you. Ladies, hey, baby, you know, I'm about to order this thing. You mind if I get some mail here? Respectfully, no Clyde. You don't got a mama? You ain't got a grandmother? Get that mail. Don't just give up the P.O. box. Don't just give up the mailing address. That's how you get caught out there. You know what I'm saying? Fellas, same thing. You let your lady get some mail there. They start staying there, and it don't work out. All right, it's time to get out. I don't got to get out. Make me get out. Now 9 out of 10, you might be moving out your shit. Especially the way certain laws is made. You might be moving out your shit. You might be moving out of your own shit. I done seen people who done lived in neighborhoods their whole life lose their place to someone they ain't have 2 nickels. You understand what I'm saying? It's a tactical, you gotta be very tactical about this. You gotta be very tactical. You gotta say, am I willing to let's just say this. Let's just say the person you moving in was vegan, right? Am I willing to let this person put their big ass cabbage patch next to my ham? Am I willing to see half my refrigerator green and half my refrigerator meat? Am I willing to see all their food in my shit? You know what I'm saying? Am I willing to, when I wake up in the morning, I usually wake up in the morning and go sit on my toilet for hours without nothing coming out. And I get up to use this bathroom and the bathroom light is on and they're in there doing the same exact, like, you ever wake up in the morning and be going to use that bathroom, somebody being there and you like, what? Why are you here? You know why, here's a bathroom. But in your mind, you like, why couldn't you go outside and do what you have to do? You know my hours. You know what time. That is infuriating. I'm bringing all this stuff up because, once again, it's a procedure to when you are red flag if you not listening. All right? I be preaching shit. Let me tell you something about Nick Carthan. I be preaching shit. There's some people that be like, hey, I thank you for your honesty. And there's some people that be like, yo, what the fuck? Yo, these are things I've gone through. I give you an example. I used to live, this is when I was living in Brooklyn, right? My first place in Brooklyn. I had this chick. I wanted the bun so bad. And I remember I was just like, yo, I remember one time she had told me she had got kicked out by her parents. And I was like, yo, I wanted the buns. I'm like, yo, just you come chill. Come chill at the crib. You know what I'm saying? I let her chill there for 3 days or whatever, right? I watched her on the third day. She told me what she was gonna do in my place on 3 months from now. From this third day she stayed there. So what I had to do, I'm gonna tell you what I had to do. I was like, yo, I was like, yo, man, because she was still cool with her parents. Thank God. I was like, look, I want to meet your parents, right? It's fucked up. I'll tell you the story. It's fucked up. I said, I want to meet your parents. She's like, cool. So what I did was I took all her stuff secretly and put it in this backpack. Went to her parents' house, right? And that night, I told her, I said, look, after we finished eating, I was like, listen, I gotta get back to the crib. You might want to stay here because there's a bunch of stuff they gotta do to the place, and I don't want you to be there. So she was like, you sure? I was like, yeah. I went home. She called me. She said, yo, all my stuff is in my bag. I was like, yeah, look, man, it's not gonna work. She couldn't come back. She didn't have none of her shit in my place. All her shit. Because had I told her that and her shit was still there, it would have been an issue. Arguing, that's another thing too. When you let somebody and you got arguing and now y'all both get kicked the fuck out. I strategically moved her back in with her parents. And I remember she called me, oh, they don't want me to stay. I'm like, yo, you got other family? You got other family? I know y'all probably messed up. Y'all probably like, man, damn, Nick. Like, cause I know a lot of women are like, damn, you did it. Dang, you the but nah, I got the bond. I didn't tell her she could live with me. I said you could come stay with me for a little while. But what she did was she strategically, because she felt, and it was good, it wasn't good enough. The box wasn't good enough. It didn't mind twist me enough to allow her to meet whatever plan she had 3 months from now. No how. I saw that red flag. Let me tell you something. Soon as she said, this was in January, she was like, I'm going to throw you a big party in your house on your birthday. So, and I was like, how you know I want to spend my birthday home? And then I started looking around. On the second day, right? She bought me a toothbrush cup that had different holes for different toothbrushes. And she had a toothbrush in there. in the closet, and she only had 6 articles of items. But she in the closet, I said, why is there an indent? You know, an indent is when you start your paragraph off, right? And from the red line margin, you start off with the capital letter. That's an indent. It was an indent in my closet. And she was setting up shop. And I was like, nah, you're not about to sell crack on this block. And I got her ass out of there. I know a chick, she told me about a dude trying to move in. She said, dude, basically, right? She said he was dicking her down so good, right? What he started to do was leave all his charges at the crib. She told me, she said, I took all his charges. She was like, one day, she had to get out of the dignitized that she was in. And she was like, man, this dude got 7 charges in my house. And she took all 7 charges, met him at his job, and was like, hey, tonight's not a good night. And he was like, her answer was like, where am I going to go? She was like, wherever you was going before you came here. You gotta be careful. Some people will, ladies, I see some of y'all talking to some dudes in the street. A motherfucker will dick you down into a household. Fellas, there's some pussy out there that will, man, if you don't, all right? If you don't know what good pussy feel like, you gonna have someone living in with you. I had a chick one time, right? Who, badass Caribbean girl, right? And I remember she was like, yo, we was like, she was giving up the buns. It was good. Hell yeah, it was good. I remember it was good, right? Back in the day, the time when I was getting it was good. You know what I'm saying? It ain't nothing to what I'm getting right now from my lady. You know what I'm saying? Let me just say that, because I know how y'all be like, oh, y'all take a video recording this. Oh, he said, but nah. It was good at that time. It's outdated right now. You know what I'm saying? But at the time, it was good. And I remember one time, man, she did some move to me, and then we was laying in the bed, right? And she said to me, she was like, look, I got a deal for you. She's like, I'll give you a certain amount of money if you could marry me to get in the country, to make her a citizen, whatever the fuck. And then she was like, I got to stay here with you for a substantial amount of time. And I remember, I was like, let me think about it. Let me think about it. And every day she saw me, I was like, let me think about it. And then about a year later, she's like, you still ain't think about it? I was like, let me think about it. Fuck out of here. I'm about to move in with me. I marry you, and then you move in with me, and then my life's in... Nah, son. Red flag. Be careful of those. Ladies, you too. Yeah, you let that... You see that money? Y'all marry a motherfucker for some money and then marry and then fuck up your whole life. I'm telling you, be careful. I done seen it. I done been there. Okay? Now, we'll come to the conclusion to this. When you move in with someone, in my opinion, it should be after you have experienced every flaw that you can only you can handle. If you can handle your partner shitting with the door open, or your partner waking up in the middle of the night 4 or 7 times to take a piss in the middle of the night, if you could, with your partner talking loud, the way they chew, the way a little mess now and then, and none of that might be cool, but love makes you deal with it, that's when you move in with your partner. You should never have, that's another thing, fellas, ladies, a lot of people do this. If you are out of a relationship, you just got out of a relationship, and you on a rebound, and you're hurt, I'm going to tell you something. For the hurt men and women, the worst thing you could do, because you're trying to get over someone, is move someone and you're not healed. Because what happens is that person will move in with you, and they will fill in the holes for you to not get over the pain that you're in. And what eventually happens is you now start looking at this person as a roommate and not someone that you want to live with anymore. I'm basically giving you guys the plan of not being able, because eventually when someone moves in with you, eventually your plan basically is to now find somewhere to move or to step up and financially go outward somewhere else and come together. Moving in is a huge step. It is it is definitely a huge step. I've been asked many times to move in with various women, and I remember I remember one chick, man. I moved in with her, and I'm telling you, at the time I was going to move. I didn't move in with her. She was trying to. I remember it about to happen. We were about to move it. Let me tell you how God saved me. Right, I needed a place to live. Me and this chick was gonna move in. I didn't see no future with her whatsoever. But I was like, I needed a place to move in. And I remember God, once again, God, right? I remember the place that we supposed to get said, oh, the apartment is unavailable. And I remember I was like, man, damn, I was really, because I'm my mom, I'm thinking about, I'm about to tear this ass up for good, right? But I remember as the deal started coming closer, I was like, man, do I want to do this? Like, I ain't gonna be able to get no more buns. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm thinking in my mind. Like, some fellas there. I'm not gonna get no more buns. I'm about to move in, man. And I remember my boy came to me and was like, yo, I don't think you want to make that move. Like, you come stay with me and just stay with me till you find a place, man. I'm hardly home. And I remember I told the girl, I was like, hey, peace. And right after I said that, right, I said to her, yo, I already gave the money to this dude. She was like, you did it that quick? And then the realtor called, was like, hey, we made a mistake. The place is available. She was like, I was like, hey, it's not my fault. I need a place to live. I can't play. You know what I'm saying? And I was able to multiply the buns when I got, but it's not about the buns. More of the story is I wasn't ready. And a lot of times people move in with people when they're not ready. Red flag. I'm juggling the flag, okay? Don't move in with people if you're not ready for commitment. If you're moving with someone, you need someone to just say, hey, look, you need a roommate. And I tell you, you're not, like, if you're fucking someone, that's another thing too. That's a big lie. You fucking someone and you like, look, I don't want a relationship, I want to move in, because I don't think anybody's mentally able to move in with someone that they fucking and the sex is good, and then they move it as roommates and they're watching other people come in the house drill. Like, it's not gonna work. So you might as well, like, look, don't move and don't get into a relationship to move in. Get into a relationship to be in a relationship, and moving in shouldn't even be a question. It will happen. But there are tricks. This is what this episode is about. You have to watch people who are tricking their way into your place of solitude. Moving in is a huge investment. Understand what I'm saying to you guys? Listen to me. Moving in is a huge decision. It's a big investment, and it should be taken serious, because if you don't take it serious, you'll be living with a motherfucker, okay, who you hate. And what will happen is you will hate this person to the point where not only will you lose your shit, but now, I don't think I gotta say it anymore, because I don't even have the words. You know what I'm saying? Or, look, don't tell me this podcast don't be helping y'all. I'll be giving out jewels I be telling y'all about all my fuck ups and helping y'all. That's why y'all need to go on Nick Carthan Instagram page and buy the Curious Red Flag merch. Because I'm giving out game, god damn it. Giving y'all my pain and turning it into game and jewels and shit like that. Hey, man. Thank y'all for supporting the podcast. This is episode 14. Curious Red Flags. Go ahead and get the Red Flags hoodie. Make sure y'all comment and drop the red flags. Peace.
They know